submissive subscribers. Welcome back to our Minecraft YouTube channel. I can't wait to not have the hair that I have.
So, that's not really how hair works.
But it could be if I try hard enough.
Yeah! Anyways, I have something for you. Put down your drink. Close your eyes.
Is it a spider?
No, it's a little crinkled though. Hold on.
I'm so scared.
Open. I also got a hold of like a sticker book, and so
You should listen to this.
Always kiss me goodnight.
You just listen to the sticker. One Direction reference. Truly, madly, deeply.
That's a song.
Truly, madly, deeply, I am foolishly, completely fallen. Once you see into someone's soul, you're attached forever. Cannibalism? The heart that loves is always young. Okay, that's just illegal. These are so cute. I love it so much. I will definitely be your Valentine. This is adorable. Oh my god.
They're all cool. Right.
What I meant is, it's so cute. Aren't they so cute?
But we got these books whenever we were going to start our like podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
That we never, because we were gonna like write down our ideas in here if we like thought of anything to talk about, but then we never did that podcast.
Yeah.
We like set it all up to where like we had plans on like this is where we were gonna do it, this was what the equipment we were gonna use.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Never did it.
I'm not blaming you when I say this. I'm not being Jordan and blaming
Whoa.
you. But I remember I was like, I will set up everything if you buy the microphone. You never bought the microphone. So
No, that was my mom's fault though.
oh yeah, that's why I said I'm not blaming you.
Right.
But the microphone was never bought, and so we just
honestly,
kind of forgot.
I think that was kind of good that we never did that.
Me too, because then I don't think we'd have this.
Right.
And also,
I like this more than I like the other.
Honestly, yeah, like
Right.
Hold on.
Oh, shout out Cole though.
Oh yeah, hey Cole, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey yo, we see you, Pookie.
Pookalicious. Do you believe in ghosts?
Oh, totally believe in ghosts.
Why?
Because like ghosts are just people who have unfinished business, and I personally believe that we're surrounded by energy, and I believe that energy, even when we die, it stays.
Right.
And I believe that energy takes the form of people almost.
Yeah.
And there's bad energy and there's good energy, and that's why we have things like demons.
Dick
but
energy.
I also do believe in like demons and stuff as well.
Right.
Even though I'm not necessarily I don't conform to the religion of Christianity anymore. However, I still I think the closest spiritual thing to what I believe aligns with Buddhism, but with the Christian God, if that makes sense. It's really weird.
Right.
I think there's a God, therefore if there's a good, there must be an evil to balance it out. So I do believe in God and demons.
Yeah.
And I guess by that standard, I also believe in ghosts. So I like them a lot. I know you believe in ghosts though.
Yeah,
You definitely
100%.
believe in ghosts.
Because I've had a lot of not a lot, but I've had experiences.
Yeah,
of seeing
yeah.
shit. Right? When I was younger, at the old house, my room was directly across from my parents' room, right?
Right.
We had to pass the hallway went straight into the living room, right?
Mhm.
And I was still at the age that I was going over to my parents' room to sleep or whatever,
Yeah.
So one night I was passing, and I looked to my right into the living room, and there was people. There was a lot of people.
How many? A crowd or just a couple?
I don't even know. It looked like a crowd. It looked like there was almost a dancing party. Not like that.
Yeah.
Not oots oots. No, classical.
Dancing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No.
I think that's cool.
Whenever you are young and you see people that aren't actually people dancing in your living room at really late at night.
Yeah, probably
and
not
you're
the
young,
coolest.
don't really know what's going on.
Yeah,
not the coolest, to the point of, like, I sat down and I was trying to crawl into the little closet that was behind me.
And you stayed there.
I did.
And you stayed there for a few years.
But I was like, I like started like crying, and like apparently I was crying like super loud because it woke up my parents and my sister.
Oh dang.
And I think even my brother, but like I don't think he got out of the bed.
Did any of them look familiar though?
There was one that looked familiar, but it's not like the dude died. It was my dad's work, like, best friend.
Yeah.
He was there.
Okay.
But, like, it wasn't really him. Like, I don't know. It was him, but not him.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But, and actually, he was the one who stopped and, like stared at me, which is what really freaked me out.
That's definitely weird. And he's still alive, right?
As far as I know, yeah.
Dang. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what meaning that could have, but I definitely believe that there's meaning to be found, you know? My experiences with ghosts have been, like, genuinely ominous. Like, I feel like, okay, so I was having a sleepover with this one girl. I forget her name. It started with an M, like Maddie, Maggie, something along those lines. Her room was upstairs, and it basically was, like, you know how, like, upstairs has, like, a den a lot of the time? It's usually, like, a big, long room with, like, a single window on the back wall.
Yeah.
That's how her room was. And her room on that back wall where the window was, in the center of the window, it was flat. There was no way, there was no roof for someone to climb up. There were no trees. The only tall surface there was a fence that barely even reached the midpoint between the window and the ground. You know? It was high up, and there was no way anybody could have climbed up. It was like, and I hate saying this because then it's like, ooh, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., not clickbait, but it was between the hours of like 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. And we were both laying in bed and we're talking, and the lights are off in the room. We can see light peering in through a street light. That's about it. And we're talking, and at some point in the night, she had mentioned that somebody in her family had passed away. And I was on the outside edge of the bed, and I'm kind of freaked out already. And I turn, and I look at the window, and it's like, have you ever see something in the corner of your eye, but just as you make direct eye contact with it, it's gone?
Yeah. That's been happening a lot recently, actually.
So basically, the way it worked was I turned to look at the window, and it lingered a little bit after I made eye contact with whatever it is, but there was a hand pressed up against the window, and it just kind of dragged down. Yeah, and here's the thing, it didn't look like, it looked blue, and obviously I'm not saying it was like a blue person, but like it might have been just like the shadows or something like that. And at first I was like, it's late, you know, like I'm just seeing things, yada yada. We wake up the next day, and there's a handprint right where I saw the hand.
So how about no?
Still freaking me out a lot. Yeah, go ahead. Hang on. I want yours. Yours is good.
For once, we like each other.
Yay! We did it! We made it! Thank you. Okay.
I usually don't like super sweet stuff like that, but like,
oh my god, I think I threw up.
It kept coming.
We need to go somewhere that has like a waterfall, and then just scream into the waterfall. Nobody could hear us over the sound of the water.
Scream into the waterfall and then just drown.
Maybe not drown.
Pull a little like Regulus moment, Regulus Black.
I think we gotta, I don't know what that is.
You don't know what?
Sorry!
I figured out what we're gonna talk about today.
Oh.
Do we want to talk about Marauders?
Sure!
Yeah!
Yeah!
As we should.
Okay,
Marauders. What do you want to know about it?
You started this conversation!
What do you want to know about it?
Tell me. Okay, give me the overview.
Overview? Marauders. Marauders is like Harry Potter, but it's all of like the parents of all the kids in Harry Potter. You know, like, so the Marauders are like James Potter, Remus Lupin, Sirius Black, Sirius's brother Regulus Black.
So why is it called Marauders? What is a marauder?
Marauders, they made like the Marauders map, which is that map that like tracks where everybody is.
Okay.
I don't really remember why it's called Marauders.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, honestly, not sure. I don't know.
I do know that my song was put on a Regulus Black playlist, which is funny.
I remember that, and I'm like, I need to know that person because I'm in love.
Maybe they'll watch this video.
Maybe. Anyways.
Give me the rundown about James Potter.
James Potter?
Mm-hmm.
James Potter. I love him.
Okay.
Right? As anybody would, because he's fucking James Potter.
Can I touch your hair?
Right? Sure.
Thank you.
Also, reminder, the Marauders, basically, none of it is canon. Like, none of it.
None of it?
For the most part, like, the fandom runs on heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
I can truly, like, I'm being so for real, I cannot scroll on TikTok for more than 5 minutes without encountering a video of Marauders that just makes me want to sob.
Why is everyone allergic to happiness on the internet?
Truly.
I know. I'm like, girl, I literally have enough emotional toil and heartbreak in my own life. I don't want to be seeing it on the interwebs at all times.
Yeah, especially because, like, there's a lot of, like, ships with everybody, right?
And I'm guessing, okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb, say they're all gay.
Not all of them.
Most of them are gay.
Most of them are gay.
So
my fave ship, aside from Wolfstar, which is Remus and Sirius.
Okay.
So it's like Moonstar because the 4 Marauders, which is like James Potter. Oh, I never mentioned Peter Pettigrew. Oops. Anyway, so there's James Potter, Peter Pettigrew, Sirius, Lupin. Whoa?
Lupus.
Sirius Black, which I mean, like, Sirius Lupin, I mean, like, no. Anyways, Sirius Black and Remus Lupin, right?
Okay.
Those 4.
Right.
Right. James Potter, his nickname is, Prongs, because, Remus, sorry, I just keep remembering things. Remus is a werewolf. I'm sorry. All of them 4, like the other 3, always, like, hang out with Remus on a full moon, right? Because, like, well, they learned how to, like morph into, like, animals.
Okay.
You know, like, they're animals.
The Patronus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so they learn how to do that so that they can, like, be with Remus whenever he's doing everything.
That's cool.
Because, like, of course, like, it's not a fun time for Remus at all, right?
Yeah.
So they learn how to do that. So, that being said, since Remus is a werewolf, he's Moony, right?
Okay.
James Potter is Prongs because he is a stag. Sirius Black is Padfoot because he's a dog.
Okay.
And Peter is Wormtail because he's a rat.
Hear that ambulance?
Yeah.
It's coming for you.
Oh my God. Me.
You're
I'm insane.
There are people beside us that are like, oh, okay, can we be so for real?
Sure.
Men are scary.
Yeah. Do you want to elaborate or just?
I mean, I feel like I could, but then the entire video would become about how men are scary, and I need to.
Right.
I want to clarify. I don't hate men because I have this urge, this like need, because as much of a. Here's the thing. When I say this is such a layered, complex topic.
Okay.
I'm a feminist, right?
I'm a feminist,
like,
obviously.
I'm saving me. Anyways, that's literally me right now. Like, I have this need to just be treated like a freaking queen. And I feel like everyone needs to be treated like a king, a queen, yada yada, etc. But like, I feel like I catch so much heat sometimes from people and I'm not saying that this is like oppression in any way, people are like, shut up, but like, I feel like I catch so much heat from people from just saying like, I want to be able to express my femininity safely with a man. I want him to be able to be so strong and loyal and masculine in the sweetest, most loving way possible, so that I can be as feminine as I want to be, you know?
That's
Does it make
so
sense?
valid.
It's so valid. And I feel like people forget on both sides, whether it comes to trad wives being like, we need to go back to our roots and bake bread and grow children and read the Bible, and then they're the people who are basically like, you wanted to stay home and bake bread is disgusting and it's anti-feminist. Like, being feminist is the ability to choose what you want to do with your life and still either way be treated as an equal.
Right.
If you're forced into any position as a woman, that's not feminism. I heard that. It's not feminism. But when you are able to be with someone as a woman who makes you feel like you are safe to be feminine and you embrace your femininity because you're with that person, I feel like that's just beautiful.
Right.
And I've recently been wanting that so bad. Because, like, and so all that to say, men are so scary, and I don't know if I will ever find anyone here, or if I will ever know anyone here who will not give me this little fear in my heart, even if they're good, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, men are scary.
They are. And also, so like, men are scary, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't hate men. I hate
boys.
I hate boys.
Hate boys.
And there is a big difference between that.
Mm-hmm.
And boys is not just like teenagers or like in like small children.
You can be a boy at any age.
Any age. You
doesn't
can be
matter.
on your deathbed and you're still a fucking boy.
You are, seriously, because being a boy, on like I guess a scientific level, being a boy is like when you're a little kid. But also, from a not hypothetical, maybe metaphorical, I don't know the right word for this context, but what we're saying is your attitude determines if you're a boy or not.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you are someone who takes pleasure in seeing other people, and a lot of times specifically women, suffer, and you try to contribute to that suffering, you are a boy.
Yep.
If you're a wimp, you're a boy. And I'm not saying that if you're sensitive, you're a boy. I'm saying that if you just have a whiny little ass attitude and you act like a little bitch ass.
Sounds like somebody I know. I'm done.
Yes, we can.
No.
Yes, we can.
It's not fun now. That dude is staring at us.
Wait,
Hi.
I don't think that's how that works.
What the fuck?
Help. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. I like took the top off. Whoa. If you are with are you okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, just continue.
Okay. If you are with somebody, like actively dating someone, do you think that you have to ask them to be your Valentine?
Depends on, in my mind, no, but it is a like cute little funny thing to do.
I think to me it matters.
Okay.
Like, to me, I am very, and I feel like, here's the thing, I feel like people are very back and forth on this topic, at least like people at work are, because someone asked that question a few days ago, and everyone was like conflicted. To me, I think it just matters what your love language is. Like, if your love language is acts of service or words of affirmation, asking like, will you be my Valentine, like, that's a cute little thing, you know? And it's just doing something extra, especially if y'all like really value like mushy gushy in relationships. But if your love language doesn't really pertain to one of those things, and it just doesn't pertain to like the mushy gushy, like traditional yada yada, it may not be your cup of tea.
Right.
Like, to me, I don't feel like it's a must, but I also know that like being asked to be someone's Valentine, like, by my partner, I know that would make me kick my feet and giggle.
Right.
You know, like, that's just cute.
Yeah.
But also, I think that Valentine's Day is literally only a commercial holiday.
Mm-hmm.
It's only there for the sake of making money. Because honestly, I know the story of St. Valentine, but for realsies, like, why do we celebrate it like this? Why was St. Valentine suddenly like the pink and red hearts, mushy gushy, give each other cards?
Wasn't he the one who like would like kill people like and put them on spikes, or like put them on spikes to kill them?
Was that St. Valentine or Vlad the fucking Impaler?
Sorry, his name is funny.
What is the story of St. Valentine?
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems that Valentine was a Christian priest.
Oh.
And he would perform Christian marriages under a government that was ruled by a guy who, like, okay, basically forbade people from getting married, essentially. Because he, I don't know, he just didn't like it. Like, it was against his values, yada yada. He was just like a violent guy. So Valentine performed Christian marriages behind people's back. So he went to prison for it. And then he was beaten and then beheaded. He was martyred for being a Christian and performing marriages. And then it says he fell in love during his time of imprisonment. The daughter of the prison guard met Valentine and fell head over heels in love. So the only thing that kept them apart was that he was killed. He wrote a note to her, allegedly penned on February 14th, the day he was beheaded. He said, "Sign the note, love from your Valentine." So that's why we write cards and stuff.
Oh.
So when people basically say, "Will you be my Valentine?" that basically means, can I throw you in prison and behead you, and you can write me a card. So, will you be my Valentine?
We already asked you, so just...
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. I would get beheaded for you.
I would get beheaded.
My God.
For you, I mean, yeah, no, like, I would...
Okay, what's the most violent thing you can think of, but that you do for someone else? And it doesn't have to be incredibly intense. Like, you don't have to say, I would totally get murdered for you. But, like, it can be like, I would, like, put my hand on a hot stove. Or I would stub my toe for you. Like, what's the greatest length you would go?
Anything. I would murder for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'd murder for, like, just about anyone, because I mean, like, you know, I'm trying not to say too much without, like, getting myself thrown in jail for what I would do.
Fair enough.
Last night I babysat, right?
Yeah.
And I babysat the same family, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And last night, since I was babysitting kind of later than I usually do, I had the dad take me home, right?
Okay.
We were talking, and he asks me, anytime that he takes me home, he always asks me, like, we always have about the same conversation, like, it's usually, we talk about sports, and he always asks, like, so, what are your hobbies, right? Like, what do you do to kill time? And I, like, told him stuff or whatever, and I was like, I really like books as well, and he was like, oh, what kind of books? I said, romance, and he was like, oh, nice, yeah, I'm more of a fantasy, I like fantasies, and I'm like,
I have fantasies about my romance books.
Right? And I was like, thank God he did not ask more about, like, oh, what's your favorite book? Because, I mean, okay, favorite book, I could give an okay answer.
Yeah.
Totally. He was asking, what are you reading right now? You really want to know? You really want to know?
Just make up one. You. Like, just be like, either it's a secret or just panic and be like, I don't know, like Goodnight Moon or The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I have to read Pride and Prejudice for my literature class. I'm actually excited for it. I've heard it's, like, actually good.
I have 2 copies of Pride and Prejudice, so if you need one. You need one? Or...
No, I bought one. It was at, like, limited edition, like, illustrated
Right,
one.
yeah, I remember that. Okay.
It's really pretty. It makes me super excited. I'm, like, so hyped for that book.
I tried, I have, like, I have, like, a set of Jane Austen books that I bought, because there was a time that I wanted to read her books. But, like, it takes too long for the book to actually, like, get going.
Yeah.
That it's, like, not interesting.
Also, I've heard that, like, there's a character in there, like,
Darcy?
Darcy, that's it. Apparently Dorothy is, like, couple goals. Apparently he's, like, couple goals. So,
if I've only read the movie.
Only read the movie.
Watched the movie, and so, like, I don't want to be like, actually, but, like, I've only watched the movie 100 times.
I mean, I watch Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, if that makes the films.
Well,
Okay.
it doesn't, actually. And I love it because it's like he's grumpy, right? She's not, I want to call her sunshine, but, like, you know, he is very cold towards her forever.
Right.
And then he's like, I love you, with a straight fucking face. I love you. And she's like, bye.
That's kind of hot, though. Like, okay, what were you saying?
Coconut nut is a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat.
Now the coconut nut.
Anytime that I think of coconuts, I always think of that song. But not just that song. That video that I have of you singing that song whenever I went to your lake house that one time.
You still have that video?
Somewhere. It is somewhere.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
If you should edit it in.
If
the
I
video.
can find
If we find it, put it right here. We couldn't find it.
We couldn't find it. Also, I'm so tired of, like, religious people, like, candy
Nope,
picking
you can stop right there.
what they want to believe.
I
What they want to follow and what they think that everybody else should follow. Because if you're going to follow that, you can't just, like,
You can't cherry pick
want.
what you want to believe. Exactly. Because I'm not going to call out my mother, because here's the thing. I love my mom. I love my mom dearly, and I love my father dearly. My family means the absolute world to me. But also, if you're going to cherry pick what you want to do in the Bible, no, you got to go full out.
Full out.
If you're going to be so set on the fact that women should be underneath men when they get married, then you got to commit to that bit. Because as far as I know, my mom still has a job. I think she makes more than my dad does. She doesn't stay at home with the kids. She doesn't stay home and tend to the garden and bake bread, although she really wants to.
I want to do that so bad.
Me too, but like not, but like in the gay way. You know, like I want to bake bread in the gay way.
I want to do it in the gay way, but also just in, like, the feminine way.
The feminine, like, sweet,
Also,
soft
what is
way.
with everybody making, like, sourdough right now? Like, why is everybody on a sourdough kick?
I've noticed that. So we'll be Bella and Jordan, Trixie and Katya. You know.
Who's who?
I feel like it usually depends, but I feel like you have more the attitude of Katya, because she's more toned down and subtle, but still is fucking hilarious. And then I'm Trixie, because I usually go balls to the wall stupid.
Right.
Yes. But also, Trixie and Katya make sense as well. Like, visually. Because appearance-wise, Katya's more toned down in her drag than Trixie is usually. And you know, like the pink hair and the jewelry, and I just kind of come looking homeless. But also, you and Katya's personality, y'all would get along so fucking well.
Either we would get along so well, we would fucking...
Wendy Williams is a fat whale. Wendy Williams is a fat whale.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, it's a Wendy Williams quote. I don't think you know who that is.
But anyways, me and Trixie, we would either love each other and be, like, amazing friends, or we would fucking hate each other.
That's so true.
Because, like, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think that you guys would get along.
You think?
I think so. As long as y'all don't shade each other into oblivion, because reading is fundamental. But, like, don't read each other too hard.
Right.
Y'all would freaking kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's perfect. I think that's fun how that works.
Right.
Long story short of all of this, bake bread, date women, happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you in the next one.
We'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye!